So we are at the choo-choo station, aren't we, Max? Train station. We're going up to London Victoria, then we're going to get the tube to South Kensington. You excited about the Science Museum? You excited about the Science Museum? Say yes. Yeah. 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 You excited about the Science Museum? Oh, whoa, God, oh, Jesus. I'm kneeling down, he just sat on my knees, I just collapsed. Anyway, little sausage, you little sausage. Right, anyway, we're up there now. It's Max on the train. You want to sit by the window? You want to sit by the window? You ready? We're outside the Science Museum we're going in today, as you can see there. It says Science Museum. Max, you looking forward to the Science Museum? Are you excited? It's got a 4.6 rating on Google. I mean, it's a museum. Don't really know what you put it down for, really. Who knows? Who knows? Quite impressive building. There you go, down there and there. We're going to go in. We're going to see some sciencey stuff. We've got this thing called Wonder Lab. That's booked for 11. Yeah. Thanks, Max. Thanks, Max, for your input. Wonder Lab. Oh, slipped my hand. Anyway, we've got Wonder Lab booked for 11:30. We've got an IMAX, a Dinosaurs 3D experience booked for this afternoon. Oh, he's gone mad. He's gone mad. Anyway, we'll let you know. Max, you got anything to say?
No more.
Nothing. No. Okay. Nothing to say. I don't even think it's too much sugar on the way up.
Like I can wear.
I feel it's going to be one of those days. Anyway, let's get in there. Have a lift.
Press button 3.
Hello! Hello! Echo tube, apparently. Here we are in flight. There's a model of the old Wright brothers plane, I think.
It's for the boat?
No, it's not for the boat. No, it's not for Daddy boat. These are aeroplane engines. Yeah, aeroplane. Oh, there's a lot of engines here, eh?
Look at that big engine. Like.
Look at this big one.
Wow. The power is it's gonna power the whole city. And
Yeah, that's right.
come. Hey, Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah?
Come.
Look at that one. Look at all these engines. Whoa.
They can power.
That's a V2 bomb actually up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
They used to send them over and they used to go bang all over London.
Daddy. Look at this.
That is I'll tell you what engine that is in a minute. That is from the de Havilland, what's it, de Havilland Ghost. There we go. Ah. One of my favourite planes is Pit Special. One of my other favourite planes is a Harrier. It's one of the early ones, I think, the Hawker Sydney Harrier. Or Sydney Hawk Harrier, I can't remember which way around it was. Yeah, that's an early one. First plane to hover vertically. Adjustable nozzles. Spitfire. The Hurricane. The Hawker Hurricane. I like this plane more than the Spitfire because it was rugged. It could be repaired a lot easier. A lot of it was actually wood, so you could repair it just, well, with a bit of glue. It's a Supermarine Spitfire, great plane from the Battle of Britain, World War II. And then my all-time favourite plane, I think, well, the Hurricane is the Harrier, the Hawker, or Sydney Hawker Harrier. That's an early one though. It looked very different by the end of its life. Front nose, I think it had radar in it and everything, so it's much fatter. Yeah, great cracking plane. First vertical takeoff plane, I think. Gliders. I think that's a Sabre, is that a Sabre? Not exactly sure actually, maybe not. No, it's not. It's Gloucester Meteor. Yeah. Well, look at that V2 bomber. There's a helicopter, Max. Look, an early helicopter. Oh, look at that. I'd love to fly something like this. We're now in the information age. It's all got stuff. Old stuff. Max is, I don't know what Max is doing. I think he's lost the plot. Max, that's bigger. That would have been bigger than Daddy's boat. This is the information section. I mean, it's all right. It's just a load of old typewriters and stuff, and if you want to read it or you've got an interest in it, you're going to love it. If not, it's all right. Max, I mean, it's not really for Max. Some more old stuff, things. What is this? Marconi 1.5 kilowatt transmitter used by the BBC. How exciting. No idea what this is. Light bulbs. Just think, kids, now LEDs pretty much last forever. You won't have the joy of changing a light bulb every 6 months, just as you need it when you're going to the toilet at 4 in the morning. You won't have that joy of it just going pop and you being in the darkness and weeing all over your leg or the floor. What is this? I want to find out what this thing is. It is a tactile model of the aerial tuning indicator from Rugby radio station. I have still no idea. Anyway, where's he off to? Yeah, I mean, this bit's all right. I mean, it's not. I'd give this bit a 3 out of 10. I mean, it's got some interesting things in it, but not really that interested. Some people might be. Flying bit, the planes and all that. Yeah, that was cool. But these are just objects they're just objects. You let you know they work. Well, I suppose that's a telephone, but again, I don't know. Right, we're now in the information area. Flight area was cool, but now we're in the information area, just about how information is transmitted. Lots of radiography and telephony, and as you can see up above me, some satellite stuff. Lost my son, don't know where he is. He's gone walkies. He's not finding this bit that interesting because these are objects that he has no idea what they are or how they work or how they affect his life in any way. So where's he gone? Oh, I've located him. There he is. He's been located. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's just about information and how it was transmitted. And the flight section was much better upstairs. I enjoyed that more because I'm interested in planes and I'm not really interested in how a telephone works. Now this is quite interesting. I remember those Macs from when I was younger. That one up there. I always wanted one. Never got to have one. So good to see you, old friend. See, I'm not sure if this is interesting or just the old mobile phone section. I always wanted one of those Nokias there. Well, actually, no. Up there, that one. Yeah. God, I remember them. Massive. They felt so advanced, but they were pretty shitty. They kind of half worked, I remember, a lot of time. Or they just couldn't really do a lot. I mean, I'm not sure this is that interesting. You can probably look at this stuff online, but it is just, I suppose a bit reminiscing about your past, I suppose, a bit. Max hasn't got a clue. Doesn't really care. He just wants Netflix on his phone. So, having an early lunch, and this is kind of what we got. The focaccia. Max got a kid box, a ham sandwich with a bag of crappy crisps or something, an apple juice, and that's it. I got a focaccia, which just wasn't toasted very well. It's like toasted on the outside slightly and cold in the middle still. It's all right. It's like a Spanish chicken or something. It's okay. Tastes all right, just wish it was toasted more. So, I don't know what to give it. I'd give it probably a 7 out of 10 if it was toasted better, but it's probably going to be a 5 because it's still freezing cold inside. And it was 21 quid for the lot. Probably you're in a museum, aren't you? You've got to pay those sort of prices. But just box standard museum food. So now I'm in Wonder Labs. Meant to be a kiddie thing. This is actually one of the paid things in the Science Museum. I think it's 12 quid each. So the Science Museum is like free to get into. They put like a £5 donation on your ticket. I think you can remove. But this is actually one of the paid for bits within the museum. It actually said 4+, and then when I got the tickets through, it said ideal for 7 to 14-year-olds. So he's 4, so he's probably getting a bit too young for it. But sod it. Paid now. Might as well enjoy it. Hey Max, what are you doing? Max? No, doesn't care. Go on, Max, pull it up. You got to make the bubbles go. You got to pull it up. Push it down. Bubbles. There you go. That's you doing the bubbles. Well, he seems to like this one a bit more. Well, it's in this zone. Ooh, spooky. Right there, Max. Yeah, smoke's coming down. Flowing mist. Woo, spooky, look. Woo. Whoa. That's cool. Yeah, we get lost. Why don't you do it? You have a go. Go on, you have a go. Why are you blowing it? There we go. Oh no, it's all gone. Hit the ring. Don't forget that. Hit the ring. Max, hit the ring. Hit it. Just hit it. Hit it. No. Hit it like this. Look. Look at the ring. Look. Max, look. Look. Go push it down a bit harder. Hit the ring. Here we go. There you go. Look. Oh. No, don't put that in there. There you go. Look. Woo. smoke rings. So we're now in Crash Bang Wallop, which is basically a sciencey thing. Max, you okay with explosions? Yeah? Okay, yeah, he's okay with explosions. So I just turn the camera around. It's just like a university lecture hall. Apparently, there's some flashes, there's some bangs, and there's a bit of wallop. There'll be a wallop. I'll give you a bang, 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 bang. Ah, no! Oh, you've broken it, Max. You've broken it. Watch the thing, watch the thing.
2, 1. That's exactly well done, guys. You got it exactly right. So the fire went upwards.
Max is shaking the
Now, what do you
stick.
think would happen? Can we all count down from 3? 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Big bang.
Thank you. So, guys, here at the Science Museum, we define an explosion like that as a sudden and violent release of energy. Green, yeah, this is a green one. What about this one over here? Red, exactly. The fireworks you see, they're just one color. That's like 2 colors at the same time. What about, let's try all 3 of them at the same time. Let's see if I can do this. You can see lots of different colors there. So, they are indoor fireworks. Takes out all the fire. So hopefully this works. It will be the final explosion of the day. So I'm going to turn the lights on.
Oh, scary, Max.
Could I get a countdown from 3, please, guys?
3.
Not yet. Whoa, slow down. So 3, 2, 1.
So far, Wonderlabs has been pretty good, actually. Yeah, the Science Museum, kind of like for a kid like 4 years old, is probably not the best. I mean, this there's a bit more action in the Wonderlabs, but it was 12 quid more to get in. We just see the explosions and the science display. There's loads of interactive stuff. Max is playing with some blocks or whatever. So yeah, definitely better in here, because the museum bit's a bit just looky. If you're old, you can read stuff and look at artifacts and things. This is a bit more interactive and a bit more for kids. So I think, yeah, I'll give my final review at the end, but yeah. Oh, there's alarms, there's like noises and everything. So that's what you want. Yeah, that was nice. But yeah, so I think there's other things as well you can pay to get into here as well. But this is definitely more child friendly in this park. Yeah, it's orbiting the sun. It's definitely good. It's definitely better. Very screamy with kids, but you know, that's to be expected. Yeah, definitely this is much better than the actual museum itself for children. Little demonstrations over here, no idea what's going on, but got little things to watch. Yeah, I think this is definitely, you know, if you've got kids 5+ or 7, it says 7 to 14, I think this is definitely more interesting than the actual museum, shall we say. It's all a bit more interactive and, you know, fun things to do. And there's Max, all the things to do, and he's playing with an egg timer. Brilliant. Looking bored. This is cool. So it's an infrared camera. Maxie, wave. See, there you are, you're waving.
Mate, I'm poorly, I'm ill. Something's going wrong.
You look a bit freaky with like red faces. There's Maxie waving. Well, everybody's waving, so Max might confused to who's him. That's cool.
Can't make out Luca's eyes. Where are they? Hello.
That is cool. Actually like that. You see your heat map. That's how hot you are. See how hot hands. Look, there's Daddy. Look, there's Daddy waving. Look. Rah! Oh, he's interested now. He wasn't liking the sciencey stuff, but now he's liking all this. Oh, what's all that? Who's that? I'll help you. Oh, you got in. Whoa. Wow. Right. Oh, we lost faces. And now he's off. Now he's off on one. He's pushing everything, pulling everything. I hope all this stuff is, well, it must be made for kids. He's just upset some people over there, you know. Well, yeah, that's the Earth orbiting the sun. It's over there. See? Yeah, or we just spin it around. It's a bit young for all this stuff, but, you know, he likes it. So that vibrations, some visible vibrations. Look, Max, look, you can see it in the water, look. If you turn it up, hang on, and the volume, look, you can see it moving. In the water, and then, no, stop. Turn down a bit. Look, it's moving the water. There you go, look, Max, look. Look at that. Look at that one. We have been on this one for quite some time now. We really have. Go on, Max. Pull it right up. Big strong Maxie. Come on. That's it. The power. Woo. Right, Maxie. There you go. Put this one on. Go on. On. Whee. Woo. There you go. Whee. Whoa, look how that one went. Daddy made that one. Oh, thank you. There you go. Want to have another go? Whee. Daddy's one's the best. Daddy one goes the highest. Because Daddy knows how to make them. Go on, Maxie. Oh, whoa, look at that. That's cool. You know what that's doing? I know, it's very spooky. It's magnets of mercury. Okay, I'll do the top one. We'll go to the top one, put it down. Whoa, look at that. It all goes to the top. Now on floor 1. Max. There's Max. Floor 1. It is technicians. Don't really know much about this. And over there, engineers. I'm sure Max is going to be bored poopless. But let's have a quick walk around, eh? I just showed Max what the inside of his body looks like. And he doesn't believe it. We're just into the medicine bit, which is behind me. Yeah. It's like, no, that's not what I'm looking at. I might have just given him nightmares, though. Can you believe that's what you look like inside? No, I didn't think so, see? And now we're down in this big plane. How did they get that in? I'm guessing they must have taken it into bits. Oh, look, there's a moon landing aircraft. It's an original. Looks pretty real. Cool. Right. I think we're in transport or something. Making of the modern world, that's what we're in. Getting a bit, it's about 3 o'clock and Max is starting to get a bit tired. Are you getting tired, Max? Want to hold my hand? You're not getting tired? Okay, we're getting a bit ratty. Oh, look at these. Ooh. Power. It's a Merlin, the power of the Spitfire. The engine, and the Lancaster, and I think the Hurricane. It's not very much sign. So that's a Merlin. Love a beautiful sound, the power of the Spitfire and the Hurricane, and the Lancaster. Amongst other places. He also did the P-51 Mustang as well, actually. Oh, I've lost a child. Where's he gone? Over here. Yeah. Is that a tiger moth? No, not quite sure actually. Don't think that is. Sopwith camel? I don't know actually, I can't remember. Not very well big up on my World War I planes. They must have got their wings off to get this in. I can't see. Well, maybe not. Maybe there's a big entrance. Who knows? £3.30 for 200 mils of apple juice, and £3.35 I think for some grapes, or £3.25. I mean, that's a joke. And now we're going up to the IMAX. I think it's in 3D. Max, you're going to see some 3D dinosaurs jump out. We're going to do 3D dinosaurs. Max, are you excited to see 3D? The dinosaurs jump out at you. Quite like this, guys. It's quite cool. Big old screen. I suppose we'll turn this off and we'll let you know how it goes. Max is already... Are you asleep? No, you're not asleep, are you? Right, we're doing the IMAX, it's like some dinosaur thing that's in 3D. So, yeah, let you know how we get on. So, Maxie, what did you think of the Science Museum? It was good, yeah. Did you like the Science Museum, or did you like the Wonder Labs, the Science Museum, or the IMAX 3D experience?
Dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs, that's the IMAX theatre, so the 3D theatre. I suppose that's literally nothing. Yeah, I'm going to do a full rundown of the day. I just wanted to get his opinion. I'm late to drop him off at his mum's, so I just have to do this quickly. But yeah, Max, you enjoyed it? You did 20,000 steps as well, so that's a lot. Are you tired? Your feet tired? No, he's a soldier. Rah, you little soldier. Right, well, I better go rush, because his mum's going to cut my balls off. Because I'm very late. Oh no, he's falling! Oh no! Ah, he's gone! He's gone anyway. So I didn't get to do this this final kind of like summary yesterday when I was at the Science Museum with my son Max, because I was late for dropping him off to his mother's. So had to do it. Had to sort of do a run sharpish. But I'm doing it now. Basically, my final thoughts on the Science Museum. It is obviously an excellent museum. It's one of the big ones in London. It's very well put together. However, I did read a lot of the Google reviews and before I went, and one of them said it was only a 3 stars out of 5. It said basically, museum's not like the Natural History Museum. It's not as big, not as extensive, which I kind of agree. The Natural History Museum in London is one of the biggest and best in the world. But the Science Museum, still really good, big museum about science. It's over 4 floors or 5 floors, I think, split with lots of different sections on flight information technology, engineering, food science, lots of different bits of science. Now, the actual museum itself, because the review said basically it was 3 stars out of 5, it said that there's lots of paid things within the museum to do. Now, I don't say there's lots. There are a few paid things to do within the museum, other kind of more interactive things. And we went to a thing called Wonder Labs, and we had to pay to get into that, and which was more kind of hands-on and more with talks and things. The actual museum itself is basically lots of visual exhibits and things that you just look at and you read, and lots of artifacts from the past. Now, some of them are really cool. Some like, planes, engines, old computers, mobile phones and stuff, and things that, that you look, oh wow, look at the history of this kind of science. Others, things like the history of how fiber optic cable was invented and things like that. There's a lot of things in there, like transmitters or various different things. There was like Alan Turing's, one of Alan Turing's computers, or based on one that he designed or something. There was, there were space pods or moon landing pods or whatever pods that come back to, or orbiting pods and various things from spacecraft like space engines. And there were lots of interesting things which were very good to look at. But I remember I was going with a 4-year-old, I was going with a toddler. So he couldn't give a flying toss or flying shit about it really. And he was just a bit bored. So from my perspective with a 3-year-old, yes, it's a 3 out of 10 just for the Science Museum. However, then we went to a thing called Wonder Labs within the Science Museum, which was 12 quid to get in each. And the Science Museum, by the way, is free. So as a free thing, the Science Museum is brilliant. You could easily spend 3-4 hours there if you're not reading everything. If you're reading everything and trying to really kind of like learn about all the things in there, it's a whole day event. It's over 5 floors. There's lots and lots to do there. Lots to see, I should say. There's not a lot to do in the actual Science Museum. There's a lot to see in the Science Museum, and a lot of information, a lot of things to learn, a lot of cool stuff that, that you probably didn't know about or probably didn't, in the history of, science, basically. Now, then there's things that, for kids, there was a thing called Wonder Labs, which is basically hands-on experiments. Now, Max, my son's 4, he was probably a little bit young, because there are lots of things you could kind of do, but the concepts behind the experiments or the things that you could do, he doesn't get yet, Things like how electricity works, whatever, and you can get wires and put them into different things to get different things to light up and different sounds to get made and stuff like that. So there are all those sort of things. In Wonder Labs, we spent probably 4 hours in there, or 3-4 hours, and he was still playing with things and still, there's like smoke that you get to billow out of stuff when you hit stuff, or magnets you can put onto mercury through like a screen and get it to pull it all around, and balls you can throw down stuff that sort of, that I don't know, that go, they spinny roundy things. I don't know. I'm not explaining this very well, but Wonder Labs was excellent. Full of kids. I would say, 5-6-year-olds plus to sort of, even I was playing with some of this stuff, and I was actually getting quite into it. There was one where an air had a fan with air going up, which would be, I probably showed in the video, and I made this little cone thing. I was trying to make it the best, and obviously you need to get it to spin to make a gyroscope to actually get it to sit in the middle of the updraft and get it to float on it. And mine went the highest out of most people's, so I was quite proud of that, and I was getting a bit competitive with the other dads, and a lot of the dads in there were getting competitive. There was one where you had bricks where you had to build the longest unsupported structure going out across like a span, where you only had like a base, and then all these bricks, but you could only support it at one end, but you had to build it as far out as possible, like obviously using counterweights and things like that, and engineering to get it as far as possible. And it had little lines saying like average, good, and excellent, and every dad was trying to get to the excellent and really trying to build their bridge and trying to get it. It was quite funny seeing the competitive nature of dads. And the mums, not as competitive, shall we say. They were more sort of standing there watching their kids do these things. Yeah, that was excellent. That I would give, I want to give it a 5, but I can't give it a 5 because nothing's perfect. I would say 4.8, 4.9. I'm going to go, this is a tough one actually, because it was really good. They also had like a lecture where we went to a fire lecture, or one on explosions or bangs or fire. And it was simple stuff, what makes fire, like fire, oxygen, heat, So it's simple things, and they did like little explosions in there. They used explosions to like blow out candles and did bangs and stuff, and and made put different metals into flames to change their colour. So he had a blowtorch and he would squirt metals into the flame to make little clouds of, well, not clouds, but different coloured fire. So that was cool. And Max seemed to really enjoy that, you know, and they did like a little lecture thing or a little demonstration on different subjects I think it was like every 40 minutes or 45 minutes or something. So that was really cool. Again, well worth the 12 quid, I think. The Science Museum with a kid, bit boring. If you're an adult, definitely 100% recommend it. As a kid, I would say the Science Museum, you could probably do it in an hour and a half, just quickly whip around the floors, because they're not going to be wanting to read all the stuff. They're just going to be wanting to look at the things, go, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's weird. What's that? Oh, that's a big person. Oh, look, is that what I look like without my skin on? Oh, look at all my muscles. They're not really going to want to read up about kind of like the person who invented it all and like it was 1874 when blah, 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 you know, etc. So yes, I would give the museum itself with a child 3.5 out of 5. As an adult, I think the 4.6 out of 5 is definitely fair. So, you know, 2 different ratings there, depending if you're going with a child or if you're adults. So tricky one, that really tricky one. And the Wonder Labs, I would give it a 4.8, 4.9. It was really good. We spent 4 or 5 hours or 3-4 hours in there, and it's not massive. They said about an hour and a half. We were in there for ages. We then did the IMAX cinema as well and watched the 3D dinosaur thing on the T-Rex. That was okay. It was just an IMAX 3D thing. Max seemed to enjoy it, and also it was good to have it at the end of the day because we were knackered. We did Max as well, 4 years old, 20,000 steps I did in my watch. That's 15 kilometers or about, I don't know, 9 miles, 10 miles. I mean, that for a 3-year-old or 4-year-old, that's mental. And he wasn't complaining. He was still going for dinner after, and he was still jumping around, and it was all good. So yeah, I think definitely a good day out. And the museum's free. Actually, maybe I can't give it a 3.5. Maybe for value, maybe I'm going to put that up to a 4, even with a kid, a 4 out of 5. With a kid, 4.5 out of, or 4.6 out of 5 without a kid, and Wonder Labs 4.8 out of 5. I think that was excellent. That was really good. So, well done the Science Museum. There we go. See you next time.
Oi, you. Yeah, you. Like and subscribe, or the highlighter gets it. You've been warned.